sports. It's in the game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can select your difficulty, play style, favorite team, or accessibility options. You can always accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the AFC, riding a 3-game winning streak, gets set to take on a hungrier group of rivals from the NFC. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC. We are all set. The 2020 Pro Bowl from Orlando is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
For the touchdown. James Conner, 84 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Breeze now on first down. Ertz has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second. Six. Now Breeze. Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Breeze to Ertz for the NFC first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Still second
so
down.
A decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Play action. Breeze. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. PAT up and good by Rosas. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again. He's got a man complete. And give him a gain of 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl.